From San Francisco World Spirits Competition. I am speaking with sparkling tequila brand Onda. So I'm going to ask them to join right now. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, we are waiting for Onda to join. Give me one. Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. I'm going to try to get Kelly to join as well. Give me 1 second.
Okay, great.
Always gets a little dicey in the beginning, but once we have everyone on, we should be good to go. Okay, I just sent her a request. Okay, so she should be joining hopefully any moment.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you?
Good, thanks. So
Good.
where are you guys joining me from? You are in two different locations.
Who has the better background?
Well, you can't really see it. Yeah. I am joining from Santa Monica, so I'm in LA.
I am too.
Awesome.
Yay, LA.
I'm in our office in New York. I am just right off of Union Square.
So you're sweltering right now.
It's not that bad today, but it's nice. It's nice, and there's life back in the city, which is great.
Very cool. Very cool. So tell me about the inception of this company and how long you guys have been around and kind of the inspiration.
Totally. Maybe I'll take that one. So just by way of introduction, I'm Max. I'm one of the co-founders and COO of Onda. We're relatively new. So we launched the business back in July of last year. So we're coming up on a year, which is crazy. And we launched in July at like a crazy moment in world history. But we launched in July in New York and expanded a little bit into sort of the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and have since been on this wild ride where we're now available. I think it's like 20 states over the course of a year. How this all got started, I don't think we have enough time to go through every, detail, but what I would say is, my co-founders and I, we all had, had different experiences in the industry. I had worked on the e-commerce side at a company called Boxed, which is just in the news because they announced they're going public yesterday. But I helped launch and lead their wine and spirits business and was seeing kind of the ground shifting because e-commerce was starting to change, the game a little bit. My co-founder Noah, who's the CEO, had experience on the brand side, developing kind of new brands and new innovations. I'll let Kelly give her intro, but she too on the brand and design side. And Shay Mitchell, our co-founder, was an entrepreneur in her own right, coming from a different space, an actress entrepreneur who was very excited and interested in getting involved and active in the space. But what we were seeing, to get to the point, is we were seeing this growth in hard seltzers. We saw Better For You as like this massive opportunity. Hard seltzers, mostly malt-based, becoming this kind of replacement for beer, which was weird because it was like people were choosing to go away from beer by drinking a malt-based product. And we felt very strongly that there was going to be a premium tier emerging in the seltzer category. It would be spirit-based, not malt-based. Use higher quality, higher integrity ingredients, invest in brand and design. And we also just didn't see anything super compelling in tequila soda, which was shocking. I mean, tequila soda is sort of like the bar drink of choice, margarita the most popular cocktail, tequila the fastest growing spirit. And we just said, there's an opportunity here, we're gonna go after it. And we surrounded ourselves with like a pretty incredible team and incredible co-founders like Kelly, who were able to help make it happen.
Yeah, it was crazy. At the time, there were really not many tequila RTDs in the space, and doing something with higher integrity ingredients, zero sugar, like 100 calories, better for you, and really thoughtful design. So my background is in branding and design. I was working at an agency for a while and had worked on rebranding brands and creating new to the world brands. And of course, always wanted to do the branding for myself and with my co-founder. So yeah.
Well, the branding is so phenomenal.
Thank you.
Everyone, if you are followers, if you don't follow them on Instagram, their Instagram feed is so spectacular and colorful and fun and beachy, and really makes it like very separate on the shelf from a lot of other RTDs. It's a really crowded category now, but due to the pandemic, people were buying a lot of stuff up. And how do you see you guys separating yourself from a hard seltzer and from other RTD cocktails that are coming out on the market?
Kelly, do you want to talk about that one?
Max, you can do it.
Well, I think, look, credit to Kelly, first of all. We have developed all of the sort of, and thank you, we've developed all of the sort of branding, the packaging, the brand world, all the marketing. Like, we do that all in-house, and we're like a startup brand. And by in-house, I mean, it's like Kelly and another designer whose name is Weston. And so, that is really, look, like, we have to have great liquid, and I think we do. And we're adding new flavors, we're adding new formats, and it has to taste good. But in this category that's super crowded, it's got to pop on the shelf. And we were very, which is, Kelly, it's hard to hear you when I talk. I'm getting used to Instagram Live. But we made an intentional decision to like lean into a color palette that is different than the rest of the category. It's a sea of white cans, and we catch your eye. We're like a beacon in the store. So we draw people in. Oh, hey, Kelly, you want to?
That was one thing that we saw existing out there. So many white and silver cans. Nobody was really doing anything with these like vibrant colors, and a lot of our inspiration came from like 90s surf culture and creating this like vibrant summery lifestyle and brand, and kind of owning this singular Onda orange color that is like, like you said, Max, it's like a beacon. Like, it kind of stops you in your tracks, creating this brand kind of moment within the store shelves that I think is really setting us apart from a design perspective and branding.
So tell us about the tequila that's in the can. Tell us about where you source it and what was the process of finding the people that you wanted to partner with.
Yeah, I'll talk about that. I would also just add, that we're also building, more of a kind of lifestyle brand, around this. It's more than just, a tequila soda, right? Like, we have a community we're building called the On the Beach Club. We are sort of plugging in with who we think are really culturally relevant, interesting brands and celebrities. And so, in a category that is, as we said, kind of all white cans and kind of diet focused, we think we're going to stand apart. On the tequila front, so we source our tequila from a distillery in Jalisco, Mexico. It's actually a woman-owned distillery, which we're very proud of. There's 2 women-owned distilleries out of the 156 in Mexico, and we source from one of them, which has been really fantastic. But ultimately, we chose them because we believe they're the best partner for us. Very early on, when we were thinking about making tequila soda in a can, we were like, well, how do we do this? And very clearly, you have to find the tequila and get it and source it and bring it into the country. And so truly got on a plane and checked, the noms on all the different tequilas that were out there, reached out to distilleries, set up meetings. And, when we were down there, about a year and a half, I guess even 2 years ago now, this sort of RTD thing hadn't really happened yet. So there were not a lot of distilleries that were kind of familiar with the concept and understood what we were going for. This distillery that we work with truly got it. It's a craft distillery, but they've really, scaled up, vertically integrated, and they're growing with us. And, we're really excited to be working with them. And they work with some, great brands as well, or, that you would know. But great partners, and just excited to be working with them.
And how did you pick you have lime, grapefruit. Do you have watermelon as well?
Yeah, so we started with lime and grapefruit, kind of the take on the margarita as well as the paloma with our grapefruit. And then we just launched blood orange and watermelon.
Oh, you're making me really thirsty.
So good. Launched our variety pack, which is the classic collection with those 4 flavors. But yeah, as we think through what flavors pair best with tequila and that profile, we're doing this classic collection of flavors. Yeah.
Well, we should invite some of our watchers if they want to suggest some flavor profiles. I would suggest pineapple, personally. Well, but if anybody else wants to suggest something,
please let us know.
So tell us about your distribution and where we can find Onda if we're in California, if we're in the middle of the country, if we're on the East Coast, and if we're international, because we have a lot of folks that are international.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, this phone got a phone call I'm still new to Instagram Live. So I think what I heard was tell us about your distribution.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I'm also seeing a lot of people in the comments that are saying how much they enjoy drinking Onda, and we really appreciate all the support. So thank you, including Dory Show, a few others on here. So thank you so much for that, and my mom. But that's a different thing.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. So distribution. So we are national network partners with Breakthrough Beverage and RNDC. And we are in a number of sort of major chains in some of our core markets, which are, California, Florida, Texas. You can find us in every Specs and all the ABCs in Florida, Total Wines nationally, Bevmos. We have a store locator on our site that we try to keep relatively up to date, so you can find it there. We also are able to do e-commerce fulfillment through a network of retail partners if you want to order direct. And so it's drinkonda.com. And if we're not where you are, tell us, and we want to be there. We love getting incoming requests on Instagram or an email to come to your state or to come to your local store. It's very helpful when you tell us where you are, where you want to buy Onda. That's helpful for us to then go try to make it happen.
And we're announcing some more states that will be available in very soon. So
very cool.
To announce those.
So you guys are the first RTD product that I have interviewed. And obviously I reached out to you guys because you have such a brilliant marketing angle. But usually I ask these 3 questions at the end of my interviews, and this one might not be as pertinent to a ready to drink, but I'm going to try it anyways. Okay. What would be the ideal meal to pair with an Onda?
I know the answer.
Well,
go for it.
Go for it, Max. We probably.
My answer is tacos. It's perfect if you're eating tacos outside. Tacos and tequila go together, and tacos and Onda pair extremely well. And it has to be 3 different tacos. It has to be chicken, barbacoa, and beef. It has to be a mixture of tacos specifically.
Fantastic.
Yeah, tacos. I would say any kind of nice daytime, you're poolside, you're at the beach. Yeah, it goes well with anything or alone.
Okay, then the next question is song choice. What would be the best song to pair with drinking an Onda? And you guys have such a specific marketing slant that this is a very difficult thing to answer. But a lot of people tell me Bach about their products, or they tell me, Guns N' Roses. So it goes across the board. So you are welcome to pick any song. You don't have to stick to it.
Yeah, you're not gonna hear Bach or Mozart from us. No, don't worry.
In our wheelhouse, but something more beachy. I mean, classic Beach Boys songs, or could go in the more 90s Venice vibe. I don't know who that would be, but what do you think, Max?
Well, I was going to say, we've been doing these playlists. It's called Onda Radio. So we actually have all these suggested songs on Spotify that you should consume while you're drinking Onda. But yeah, something beachy. I also just happen to be a huge Taylor Swift person. So, it's probably,
it feels like her color palette.
Yeah, exactly. That too. That's where we're taking inspiration from.
Fantastic. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really, really appreciate it. And good luck with the brand. And we look forward to seeing it on shelves across the country.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you so
Thank,
much.
Much.
yeah.
Bye.
Thank you to the San Francisco Wine and Spirits Competition. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Of
thank you so much.
course. Bye. Have a good
Bye.
weekend.
Thank you.